Palace. Let's reflect on what we've just learning from the new Prince of Wales, William, who has issued this statement to say, on Thursday the world lost an extraordinary leader whose commitment to the country, the realms and the Commonwealth was absolute. So much will be said in the days ahead about the meaning of her historic reign. I, however, have lost a grandmother, and while I will grieve her loss, I also feel incredibly grateful. I have had the benefit of the Queen's wisdom and reassurance into my 5th decade. My wife has had 20 years of her guidance and support. My 3 children have got to spend their holidays with her and create memories that will last their whole lives. She was by my side at my happiest moments. She was by my side during the saddest days of my life. I knew this day would come, but it will be some time before the reality of life without Granny will truly feel real. I thank her for the kindness she showed my family and me, and I thank her on behalf of my generation for providing an example of service and dignity in public life that was from a different age, but always relevant to us all. My grandmother famously said that grief was the price we pay for love. All of the sadness we will feel in the coming weeks will be testament to the love we felt for our extraordinary Queen. I will honour her memory by supporting my father, the King, in every way I can. That statement just released by the Prince of Wales, William. Let's get the views of Richard Fitzwilliams here in the studio, where, again, we have got this very heartfelt emotion from members of a family losing, as he said, a grandmother.
Absolutely, and that is what can be forgotten in a moment like this where the nation is in mourning, that there is a family at the centre of this who've lost someone who was tremendously special, because some of the qualities that we all benefited from, they, of course, knew more intimately, and I think William phrased that absolutely beautifully. Grief is the price we pay for love is a very, very touching sentiment, and there's little doubt that the Prince and Princess of Wales, I mean, they and their family are the future of the monarchy because they've handled matters, whether it's the charities they support or whether it is the various trips they've undertaken on behalf of the country, so well, I think.
And an indication, too, in that statement, of course, that both he and Harry were at Balmoral with the Queen and Duke of Edinburgh when the news about her mother came through. As you were saying, the happiest and the saddest times of his life that she was there.
Yes, because we were not absolutely sure of the timeline which is linked to this. I mean, I think that they have very, very happy memories of Balmoral and the Queen there because they could relax with her. But equally, it must have been a very, very difficult period. When she died, and obviously the way that has affected the family. And in the case of Harry, of course, I mean, we can only...
Yeah, I was just thinking, Nana, there was no mention there of his brother in that particular statement.
Nothing at all. I mean, I'm just going to echo what Richard said. I mean, grief is the price of love. I think that's just such a poignant phrase, isn't it? What an insightful young man he really is. And I also like the fact that he reflected on the way their generation, his grandmother's generation was different, and that she was a great example of... And
he's going to support his father, the King. That this is going to be very much a sort of, well, not a bridge across the ages, but he is there in waiting as well behind his father.
And no mention of Harry at all, which is...
sad.
And I also think in Prince Charles's speech as well, King Charles's speech, sorry, I've done it.
We're all doing it, we're all doing it.
I wouldn't do that, I'm going to get it wrong.
Wait till we've got to sing God Save the King.
Oh, God.
Of course they did. I mean, it was quite interesting. I was doing a piece on Australian television, and of course they were saying, you know, it was almost impossible to get out of doing what you've done for so many postage stamps, the coins, I mean, so much part and parcel of our life. The Queen.
No, all the post boxes that have got ER on them as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, we shall cross that bridge as we get to it. But let's